guys, it's Andrea from the blog Pine and Prospect Home, and today I want to talk about some very inexpensive and easy fall decorating ideas. Now, some of you might be thinking it's way too early to be thinking about fall, and believe me, I'm right there with you. I agree with you. In fact, I'm actually not a huge fall person. I mean, once all of the leaves start changing, and it's a blanket of yellow leaves on our front yard and the weather shifts and there's a chill in the air, then I'm ready for fall. But I am not one of those people that pull pumpkins out in August. I'm just not. Here in Michigan, our summers are short and I want to hang on to that beautiful weather for as long as I possibly can. I mean, sometimes I have to force myself to bring up my fall bin in September, because if it were up to me, I would just continue to celebrate summer up until all the leaves have fallen. But what's interesting is that everyone over on Pinterest seems to be looking for fall and Christmas inspiration. And I think everyone is just looking forward to cozy times and just that magical time of year, and it's something that we can all look forward to after such a crazy year. So I thought I would share a few ideas if you are like me and you're starting to think about it. Maybe you're not ready to decorate, but you're just starting to think about it. So I'm going to share some really simple ideas with you that maybe, they're going to sound silly to you, but I think sometimes we overcomplicate our decorating for the seasons. And it doesn't have to be difficult. It can be minimal and it can be simple and just so beautiful. So you guys know that I like to keep things pretty minimal. I wouldn't call myself a minimalist, but when it comes to decor, I don't like a ton of things on surfaces and on walls. And that's sort of how I roll with holiday decor. I like to keep things simple. And so the first tip that I have for you, if you're trying to save money on fall decor, and if you want to get a little bit crafty, I created a blog post. I want to say it was maybe 3 years ago. It's on my blog, and they are these adorable little fabric pumpkins that I made with some thrift store fabric. I saved some pumpkin stems from the year before, so that's what makes them look really precious. But I've seen people use all kinds of things for the stems, like little sticks or whatever you can get your hands on. But this is such a fun tutorial. It's really simple. And like I said, it's on my blog. You can see the step-by-step how I made them. I'll put a link for that in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. But you can make the most beautiful fabric pumpkins for so cheap, especially if you find the material thrifted or at a yard sale or something like that. And you can do all kinds of colors with them, and it was just a really fun project. So that's the first idea that I want to share with you today if you like to get crafty. The second tip that I want to share with you for just an inexpensive, simple fall decorating idea is to make your own wreath. Now, if you have been shopping for wreaths lately at like a Joann Fabrics or Michael's, wreaths are very expensive. I mean, I'm talking like $45 and up. I mean, if you can get them half off, that's great. But even then, I would never, ever, unless it was absolutely gorgeous, spend $25 on a wreath. And so I have a tutorial on my blog where I made my own pumpkin and apple wreath. And most of the materials, like usual, were thrifted. I used a grapevine wreath to start with that I got for a couple of bucks. And I just sort of used whatever I had on hand to make this neutral style wreath. And maybe you're not crazy about this particular style, but it'll give you some inspiration to start looking at what you have and seeing what you can come up with. So I would encourage you to maybe head to the thrift store and see if they have any fall stems or some faux pumpkins, or I used apples, you could use pears, and create your very own fall wreath. I know it's a simple idea, and I know it's probably something that a lot of you have already done before, but I would encourage you this year to try making your own. There are so many amazing wreath tutorials out there. This is just one of many you could find on Pinterest. I've actually seen some of the cutest fall wreath ideas made from corn husks and all kinds of things. So the third idea that I have for you today, if you're looking for some easy and inexpensive fall decorating ideas, is to use scarves in your decor. Now again, this is such a simple concept, kind of seems a little bit silly that it's one of my points, but scarves can add so much fall coziness to your decor in so many different ways. I mean, even if you just simply hang it up in your entryway, don't tuck it away in baskets or in your closet, pull it out and hang it on a hook. I especially love plaids during the fall, and you can find so many beautiful plaid scarves at the thrift store for just a couple of dollars. If you go to the scarf section, you'll see loads of them hanging up, and if you grab a couple of those and hang them throughout your home, or use them maybe in a different way than you would normally use them. Like for example, last year I did a fall tablescape outside and I used a plaid scarf as a tablecloth. I've seen them tucked into entryway baskets on a table as you come into the home, or some of the larger blanket scarves could even be used just draped on a chair or something like that. So start looking for scarves. Next time you go thrifting, keep an eye out for some beautiful plaid colors that you can incorporate into your fall decor. All right, my next tip for you for easy and inexpensive fall decorating ideas is to clip leaves from your yard, especially as they start to change colors. But even in that beginning stage where it really doesn't feel like fall yet, but it's mid-September, the leaves haven't changed, I'll even clip them then when they're still green. And I'll bring them in and put them in some water and have them throughout my home. And they add this beautiful fall feeling, but it's neutral and it's still green. Clipping leaves from your yard is free, first of all. It gets you outside. I love bringing my boys outside with me and clipping branches. It's something they look forward to. And even when the leaves begin to change, it can be really beautiful to bring yellow and burgundy leaves into your home if you really enjoy those fall type colors. So look outside, look around, take a walk, see if you can find some beautiful leaves to cut and bring them into your fall decor. Now, the last tip that I want to share with you today is also one that you've probably seen 1,000 times, but if you're looking to save money with fall decorating, one of the things that I did a long time ago was I painted a bunch of gourds and pumpkins that I already had, and I switched from sort of the orange and yellow colors to some neutral shades like blues and greens and grays. Those are the colors I'm really drawn to in the fall, and I know that oranges and yellows and reds are so beautiful, and I love them in other people's homes, I really do. But I really love those neutral shades in my own home. And so I decided to paint some gourds, and one tip that I have for you is I really enjoy having real pumpkins in my home. I go to the grocery store and I love picking out the white ones, you know, those beautiful Cinderella style pumpkins with the shades of green and grays, and I love bringing those into my home in the fall. But if you mix those real pumpkins in with some of your faux gourds, you can really trick the eye, and I think that that is probably one of my secrets for using faux pumpkins and gourds throughout my home, is trying to mix them in with real ones, and then it's harder to tell that they are fake. But that would be my last tip for you, is to get out your craft paint, have a little bit of fun with your kids. I'll never forget when I first painted pumpkins, I let my kids help and it was such a mess. They got paint all over the place, but they were so proud of those pumpkins, and I might paint some more this year if you're interested in seeing how I do it, but you can make them look so real with just a couple different shades, some blending, some dry brushing, and when you mix those in with real pumpkins and gourds, like I said, it can really trick the eye, and it looks like all of your pumpkins are real throughout your home. So these 5 tips were so simple today. I know, nothing crazy, nothing amazing, but just things that I've done over the years as I decorate for fall. And I hope they give you some inspiration. I am looking forward to fall. I love that time of year. I love to bake in the fall, but I'm not quite ready for it yet. So as you begin thinking about your fall decor, pull out those fall bins and see how you can transform some of those things that you already have into something new and different. I plan on pulling my fall bin up this year. And when I say fall bin, what I like to do with all of my seasonal decor is I put it in different bins in my basement. People ask me often, how do I store my decor? So I have a fall decor bin, and then I have probably 18 Christmas bins. I love Christmas. I'm just kidding, not 18, but I have a lot, probably at least 5 or 6. But of course, you know, you're storing a lot more for Christmas with greenery and lights and the tree and everything like that. But I plan on bringing up my fall bin and just going through it with you guys and kind of deciding what I'm going to use this year, what I'm going to maybe donate, and what I can maybe turn into something new and something beautiful. So that is a future video that you can look out for. I'm excited to do that with you. I think it's so important to look and see what you have first before you buy anything new. In fact, I was at Joann's just last week with my husband. I ran in there real quick and they had so much beautiful fall decor, and I wanted to buy a few things, and I thought, no, let me just wait, let me look through what I have and see what I need before I buy anything new. So I hope these tips helped you guys today, and I would love to hear from you. What questions do you have when it comes to fall decor? What types of content are you looking for? One of the things that I love to do is bake in the fall, and I love to cook, but I haven't done a cooking video in such a long time, and I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Maybe fall craft ideas with your kids, I don't know. Whatever you guys would like to see, I would love to hear in the comments below. I'm always looking for content ideas, and I have so many in my head, but I love to hear from you guys. So let me know so that I can read through them and get some ideas for future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to my channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.